there was a gathering of coaches put on by the American Baseball Coaches Association. One of the speakers at that conference was a man by the name of John Scalinos. John Scalinos was a bit of a legend. At the time, he was one of the keynote speakers of this conference. And so he got up to speak his session. And when he did, he had hung around his neck a home plate like this. 20 minutes would go by. He hasn't even referenced it. He's still talking about teamwork and coaching and baseball. Finally, 25 minutes into his talk, he goes, I'm sure some of you are wondering why I have this home plate. So then he holds this home plate up, and he says, are there any Little League coaches in the room? Some hands went up. He said, how wide is home plate in the Little League? Does anybody know? And those Little League coaches screamed out and said, 17 inches wide. He said, yeah. He said, are there any professional baseball coaches in here? Minor leagues, major leagues? Hands went up. He said, how wide is home plate in professional baseball? You guessed it, what they said. They said 17 inches. And he said, let me ask you this. What happens when a pitcher is pitching and he can't get the ball across home plate? He can't get the ball within those 17 inches. He said, what happens when a pitcher can't do that? He said, I'll tell you what happens. What never happens is we never widen the plate. And then John Scalinos took a marker and he put the plate towards himself. And he began to draw something. When he got done with this drawing, he turned it around. And a baseball coach stopped talking about baseball and started talking about the home. And he said, this is exactly what we've done in our homes. We've widened the plate. When our kids don't meet our expectations, when no one knows how to obey anymore, when our marriages lose connection and lose trust, it's like, what do? We change the standard. We just widen the plate. Isn't that true? I mean, isn't that true? Don't we do that as Christians? Like, we know God's standard for the home, but we go, yeah, but Pastor, you don't understand. Like, all I've ever known is anger, so our home is just one with anger. And so what do? We widen the plate. Well, we've just never been a spiritual type, so we just don't do that kind of stuff. Well, we just widen the plate. Well, my dad treated me this way, and so I don't know any other way. So what do? We just widen the plate. That's what I love about Joshua. When he looked at those people, he wasn't widening the plate. No, he was saying, you can serve those other things, but as for me and my house, we're going to serve this standard. We're going to serve this God. We're going to look like this. May the same be true for us.